got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, man.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready, ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Move. Hey.
Quickstone, travel.
Switch.
Hey, Charlie. Now.
They'll drop the throw. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Ready?
50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Go. Smooth.
Screen.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Launching one for Henderson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Quentin Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play fake. Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never... Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. On 2nd down now, Barkley. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Ready? Who ready? It's on field. It's on field. Hey, it's on out. Watch it.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Extreme. 22.
Check. Check 31. Check 31.
Now Saquon Barkley.
Go.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's bring it.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Funches has it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended, it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 7, Winston, open man, Higby, the tight end. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Winston, and the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
That's how we do it, man.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Let's go.
3rd and long for Winston. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is Carlos Henderson. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, and it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, exit. Yep.
55. Check. 55. Mike.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it.
Let's go now. 91. Hey, seat 6. Go.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, G. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Watch the run.
Now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Let's go. Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm scared. Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on, baby.
It's a 6-6. Pull it high. Fine. Hey.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
$8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And it's Michel once again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They got a man. It's Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Again, it's Michel. And an alley to run. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
10 logo.
Single.
Go. Yo, cheetah.
Watch 82. Watch 82. He likes to sneak out.
Get it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
60 Pittsburgh. Rock it. Ready?
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Lost the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Out.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The toss out to Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the
To throw is Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. To Michelle on the screen. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Draymond Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Crosby is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tighten down. There you go. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Bravo.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mullins now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. He'll look to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Look at me. Door.
2nd and 14. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Yeah.
They'll drop the throw. To the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20, 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game.
just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curve, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like